Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Kuwait pilot stream. It is 2100 hours at local time, 1800 Zulu. I welcome you all aboard this Austrian airline flight service from Vienna to Munich. I want to welcome all of you guys here in chat and want to thank Eddie for becoming a member here on the channel. Dinos172, Chris, welcome aboard. Stan, hello, my friend, and my son is here. Hello there, Ali. How are you? How are you, son? How is everything going in the UK? I hope you are having fun with Mom in Newcastle. Very glad that you're able to join us this evening. Welcome aboard. Brand Cooley, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Giza, welcome aboard. And we have also Andy. Welcome aboard, Andy. Tough Brick, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And we have also Nico with us. Well, folks, it's good to be back. I know that I haven't been doing any content in the last week or so. I think since our last Volanta flight. And I've ran into some issues with my PC, so those are all sorted out. And then comes the announcement from FlyByWire with the new cockpit. So I immediately jump on it, and I thought that, you know, for being a freeware, it really does deserve the love, and it deserves to be showcased here on the channel. Again, this is freeware. It doesn't cost you anything. And I must say that the guys at FlyByWire have done a phenomenal job with all the projects that they're running at this point in time, including this. So they haven't forgotten about their A320. Let's go ahead and hop into the cockpit and take a look at the brand new cockpit. Look at this. This is a proper Airbus A320 Neo cockpit. Very nice texturing all around, and they have definitely resolved all the dimensions. It used to look, it was the Asobo, it's based on the Asobo default aircraft. So now they have really revamped the cockpit to make it really look like the Airbus cockpit. And really, I commend them on the work that they've done. And hopefully we'll see the A380 very soon as well. Let me brief you guys on our flight today. We're going to open up our excellent charts tool here in Navigraph charts, and we are going to be, the conditions over at Vienna are pretty bad. The limited IFR, so not very good conditions for flying this evening. We are going to be departing runway 29er through the Sovi 1 Charlie departure through the Soval transition. We are going to be climbing to a final cruise altitude of 28,000 feet today, and our flight is approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes. We're going to be arriving into Munich, which appears to have much, much better weather than Vienna. We're going to be arriving at runway 26 left through the NAPS 1 Bravo arrival through the NAPS transition. Again, not only the cockpit has changed, but a lot of improvements have been also brought to the electronic flight bag. It allows now completely seamless integration with SimBrief, which I really like. Yeah, Ali, just for you to know, the hotel room has been booked for our FS Expo 2024 for 2 people. So it's going to be fun. Yeah. Yeah, and Stan is going to be with us as well. Stan is going to be just like last year's. It looks like it's going to be just the 2 of us, joined by Ali Jr. As the senior first officer with us during FS Expo. All right. So let's go ahead and turn on the flight bag. And again, I really like all the new improvements. I haven't flown this aircraft for quite some time. And now if you just bring the information from SimBrief and load them through the EFB, everything is automatically synced with the MCDU, which makes the workload a lot less. And so I really like what they've done here. We're going to go to the ground here. Let me go, let's see here. Why is it not, there we go. All right, so from here, we're going to go to fuel, and you can just click simply here on this button and it will load the fuel. We're going to click here to do an instant refueling of the aircraft, just in the interest of time. Again, the same thing for the payload. We're just going to enter here, download the information from SimBrief. Now we can do instant, but we're going to do fast, and we are going to click here. And now we're going to begin boarding. As you can see now, the number is starting to change, and you can in real time see the passengers loading the aircraft. Okay, perfect. Let me see. What did I do? It's the passengers. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's go to the overhead panel. And first, we're going to make sure that the engine mode selector is in the normal position and the engine switches are both in the off position. We're going to move to the landing gear lever is down, and the speed brakes and flaps are all retracted. We're going to come here to the overhead panel, and we're going to note that the voltage on the battery is more than 25 volts. We're going to turn on battery 1 and battery 2 and turn on the external power. Next, we're going to do here cruise supply, ground control, and moving up here, we're going to turn on the gears 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Next up, we're going to come here to the lights. These strobes can go to the auto position. We're going to turn on the nav lights. Over here, we're going to arm the emergency lights and set the non-smoking sign. We'll leave the seatbelt signs until boarding is complete. Perfect. Hello, Mark Pierce. Welcome aboard. Captain Caker. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here with us this evening. Welcome, guys. Merry Christmas to you as well, Mark. Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate Christmas. I hope that you've had a wonderful Christmas with your family, friends, and loved ones. And let's go ahead and test here. Engine fire, APU fire, and engine 2 fire. Excellent. All here is looking good. Let me turn on the overhead panel here. Things are kind of dark here with this really bad weather. We're going to change this here to... let me set. All right, so altimeter is set, and let's also bring up some lights here, and there we go. Much better. I really like the lighting on this aircraft. Okay, so we are going to come here to the MCDU, and we're going to go to FMGC. Again, we're going to follow the same sequence, the diff strip sequence. So this is data, boarding and then we're going to go. All right, so boarding is complete. We're going to go to the initialization or init alpha, and we're going to request the flight from SimBrief. And as you can see, it fills in everything automatically here for us. So we're going to clear that, and clear that. Excellent. So that's the flight plan. That's init A. Next, we're going to go to the flight plan. From the flight plan today, we are going to be departing runway 29er.
From the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain,
and that's V1.
Cabin crew, I'd like to take some time to welcome you
doing the announcement.
Just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew. Then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important
SOV1 Charlie.
You give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business aboard this flight.
Excellent. And then we're going to select our destination, arrival. The arrival is through 26 left today, so the ILS 26 left, and the NAPS 1 Bravo arrival. Oops, I just missed that. Where is it? There. NAPS 1 Bravo. And do we have a transition? Let me check our flight plan real quick to see if there is a transition. Fact, it's best that we go to the approach chart itself. 26 left is this one here. And we click here and let's see. All right, so All right, so we could use the Oscar Tango Tango from NAPSA. So let's go ahead and do that. We do have it here. So we're going to select it and insert. And now let's make sure that we clear all the discontinuities here and move along. Okay, everything here looks good. Okay, let's switch here to flight plan and just make sure everything looks good. There we go. And it looks good to me. That's the final fix. And that's the OTT Oscar Tango Tango transition. Brilliant. Everything is looking good. And we can now go to the secondary flight plan is INOP. So this doesn't work. So that's normally in the diff strip sequence. That would be next. And then it would be the radio. So on the radio, we're just going to leave everything as it is here. We're going to go to the progress page real quick, and we're going to update this to Lima Oscar Whiskey Whiskey. We'll put runway 29er just in case we need to return back to Vienna, and we'll change that a little later once we are airborne. Brilliant. We have Alex with us. Hello, Alex. Welcome aboard. I hope that you've had a wonderful Christmas, my friend. All right, so we're done here, just rip. So now we'll go to init B or init Bravo. And if we click here, since the boarding is complete, we'll just verify that the zero fuel and zero fuel center of gravity is correct, which seems to be okay. And next we're going to add the fuel. So if I go here to the fuel, the 5.2 kilograms, that's 5.2 tons. There we go, 5,200 kilograms of fuel is boarded and entered into the McDo. Switching all in the normal, so all is looking good here. And now we go to performance. For the performance, we're going to do flaps 1 for departure. And with that, we can add V1, V2, V rotate, which is 131, and V2 is 135. Brilliant. We are done here with the McDo. Let's go ahead and set up the altitude here to 28,000 feet, which is our cruise altitude. Let me go ahead and start the APU. All right, perfect. We're going to bring some lights here to the glare shield as well. And maybe the map lights, that is also operational. There we go. Some lights here, some lights there. The night lighting is done very, very well on this A320, I must say. All right, we're going to start the clock here, and that one as well. Perfect. All right, everything is looking good. We're just waiting for the APU. We can go ahead and turn on the beacon lights and fasten seatbelt sign. All right. It's got very nice announcements as well. So if you look at this add-on from the completeness perspective, I think it is fairly well done. It's got everything you need. It's got an electronic flight bag that is very advanced. It's got very, very beautiful and very realistic looking cockpit now. So that is commendable. Let me bring up the lights here. All right, announcements are going on in the back. We have the APU bleed is on, external power is off, and GSX has been really acting up lately. It causes a lot of stuttering and things like that. So I have an alternate pushback today. We are just going to come to the services here. All right, we can see that the wheel chocks and the safety cones have been automatically removed. All the aircraft doors are also automatically closed, ready for pushback. So for pushback, we are going to come here and select pushback helper, and we're going to connect the tug like so. And if you look now on the outside, you'll see that the pushback truck is now coming here to the aircraft, and then we'll just have to manually push back the aircraft from its current position. Excellent. Everything's looking good. Thank you very much, Alex. Hello, Eric. Welcome aboard. Mike Coffee, welcome aboard. Happy holidays to you, my friend. All right. We have the tug connected to the aircraft. We're going to release the parking brake, and off we go. All right. We are pushing back out of our position. Engine mode selector to start, and we're going to begin with the engine number 2. Nope, we want to go right. Look at the beautiful animations there of the engine. And those beautiful sounds. Yeah. Look at that, guys. Those sounds are absolutely amazing. All right, there we go. Parking brake is set. And we can now disconnect the tug. Works pretty well. Again, freeware. So again, everything's freeware today except for our airports. All right, let's go ahead and start engine number 1. And we're going to remove the tug. Engine number 1 is now starting, and we're going to set the auto brakes to maximum and arm the speed brake. Set flaps 1 for departure. I don't think we want to squawk 7,000, so let's come here and clear that and put 2,000. And let's go to TRA. That's all right. Okay. All is looking good here, and we're just going to wait for the engine in the meantime. Now you can actually move the handrest, which is pretty cool. That was really annoying in the previous version. By the way, if you want these changes, you need to download the development version of the aircraft as opposed to the stable version. All right, let's turn on the weather prediction system. There we go.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
All right, so all is good here, and this is available now. All right, so all systems are stable. We can turn off the engine mode selector, turn off the APU bleed, and the APU nose light goes to taxi, and we are good to go. We are departing runway 29er, and the weather conditions are really bad, so we're gonna probably have to rely on Navigraph for the. All right, I haven't said this correctly. There we go. Okay, off we go. I noticed in the previous version that before this one that there was a little bit of I think we're getting those stutters again with this aircraft. You get them for some reason, but again, this is a development build, so yeah, look at the weather. Is just absolutely terrible weather today here in Vienna. Very bad weather. All right, let's take a quick look here at let me remove that and come to. All right, there we go. Where are we? There we are. Oof. Yeah, Navigraph blocked the way there for us. That's okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I noticed a little bit of stuttering with the aircraft. Nothing too serious though. Let's go ahead and do the takeoff config. And we're going to notify cabin crew. There we go. Excellent. And let's see here. All right. So takeoff memo, no blue. And we are good to go. And if we look here at Navigraph, we are okay. Perfect. All right. So we'll leave this turn. We'll take the next right turn onto runway 29er. Iranian Aviation, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here with us. I think we might have missed the turn. We sure did. Yeah, we missed the turn. All right. Let's, he's going to wait for us. So thank you very much for being very kind and waiting for us to make the turn. Yeah. We just missed it. It was right there. All right, there we go. Now we're probably on the, yeah. That's Alpha 2. All right, so we'll just make the turn here. All right, let's go to, let me see here. I got disoriented here. Okay. Let's make the turn here. And the runway should be ahead. That should be, the runway should be right over there. You can't even see the signage there. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Runway turn-off lights are on. Strobes are on. Nose light to takeoff. Very nice implementation of the lights as well on the A320. By FlyByWire. Wow, look at the weather conditions, guys. Just absolutely terrible. All right, lining up. We are cleared for takeoff. Let's take it to 50%. Check out the sounds. Manflex, SRS, and runway. Just try to keep it on the center line. V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear is going up. 20-degree pitch there. 18 should be fine. Let's pitch down and gain a little bit of speed. Right, looking good. Thrust climb is set. Autopilot 1 is engaged. We can barely see the instruments, so let me add some light here. And we'll do the same for the upper and lower E-cams. There we go. Speed check, flaps up. You can disarm the speed brakes. Let's brighten up the displays here on the MCDU. Brilliant. Look at the weather, guys. Look at those clouds. Thick layer of cloud here, which prevents us from seeing anything. You can see the mountain tips there. Makes for a very beautiful departure here from Vienna. All right, we can set this to 40. All right, let's go back to the MCDU. We are at 6,000. Let's set baro to standard. Standard baro is set, and we're going to come down here now, and we're going to go to the init page. We're going to change the cost index to 0 to save on fuel. Excellent. And next we're going to go to the progress page, and we're going to type in Echo Delta Delta Mike runway 26 left, which is the arrival, and that is set. Next, we're going to go to the flight plan. We're going to select this waypoint. We're going to go to the fix information and enter Echo Delta Delta Mike. Let me just verify the 26 left. So Echo Delta Delta Mike runway 26 left. And we're going to add that here, a radial of 260 degrees. And a radius of 10 should put a nice ring around our airport and for situational awareness. And there we go. Look at this beautiful sight here as we make the turn. Those beautiful clouds and just a fantastic looking scene here in Microsoft Flight Sim. Where is the snow? No snow, Canada. No snow in no snow in Canada. No snow in Vienna. I don't know. Maybe it's not snowing right now. I mean, I really don't know. If we have someone from Vienna, they could probably tell us. But this looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at the that overcast layer of clouds. How it just subsides as we move along the route here. Very nice indeed. Right, we're climbing through 13,000 for 28,000 feet. Let me just double check one thing here. 30,000 cruise altitude. All right, so it increased, so we'll just change that to 30,000. Perfect. We always forget the clock, and we did this time too. Matthews Nawan, welcome my friend. Hello King, welcome aboard. I haven't got any snow in like 3 weeks. Oh, okay. It's not even cold here in Kuwait. It's 2 Celsius in Vienna. Oof, really? Wow. Yeah, in Kuwait it has been cold. It doesn't get to 2 Celsius. During the night, I think it reaches maybe 10, 11 degrees. But it's fairly warm during the daylight, about 19, 20 Celsius. So very pleasant, very nice. Yeah. The couple of aircraft has come out for MSFS, one of which is, I'm sure you guys have seen it, is the Inibuild's A300. And from the streams that I've watched V1 and Flight Deck to Sim, and it looks really, really good, I have to say. They've really put in a lot of effort to create a very high fidelity add-on for Microsoft Flight Sim without the hiked up price. $34, I believe, or 34. Is it dollars or pounds? I'm not sure. I think it's $34 for the aircraft, which is a very, very reasonable price. Very surprising. But yeah, considering that they've created this for X-Plane originally, and obviously they have already access to a lot of the information that they've used to create the aircraft. And it is very, very detailed. I really thoroughly enjoyed the V1 simulation stream of the aircraft. Yeah, it was definitely pretty cool. Another one that came out as well is by FlySimware Studios. I believe that's FlySimware, the makers of the Cessna Chancellor. They have a brand new Learjet 35A in early access, but it is available for the public if you want to purchase the aircraft. Now, I've looked at the aircraft and I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream it. I know Blue Games have streamed the aircraft, but it's just not in a stage where it's ready for a review or a first look review even. And what it looks like is that they've ported their P3D version into MSFS, and it looks like they're going to start working on improvements as they go. So at this point in time, the aircraft is not shipped with a manual, does not have any checklist. I did one successful flight from Bahrain to Dubai, which was alright, but yeah, it's not in a state where I can show it to you guys as of yet. Yeah, I think it's still in the very early stages of early access, or public early access, I should say. Beeline Pilot Q8, Bossman, good to see you on MSFS again. Well, it's good to be here, my friend. It's good to finally be back streaming. I think I've took a hiatus for a few days. But yeah, it's definitely good to be back. I just paid $41.99, including taxes for it. So it's about half what the original X-Plane version cost. Oh, thank you very much, Andy. Oh, it's already out, huh? It's already released. Excellent. So that will put us on in schedule for our Saturday stream. We'll take a look at the aircraft in an in-depth look. I will go ahead and purchase it as well. The development team at AnyBuilds are very skilled and they are very talented. I met one of the developers over at FS Expo, and it was a complete coincidence that I met him. He was out. We were by the Double Tree, and I told him, "You're with AnyBuilds." He said, "Yeah." He said, "And you are?" I said, "I'm Q8 Pilot." And the guy just jumped and hugged me, and yeah, he was a really fine gentleman, and the guys there really they're a multinational team, so they have people in South America, in Europe, in Dubai, and they definitely do in the UK as well, and they definitely have a very talented bunch that creates all these aircraft. Of course, not to forget their announcement of Abu Dhabi Airport for MSFS, as well as the A350, which is scheduled for release in 2024, and they are also back working on the original A380, which they've started but never really completed. So yeah, exciting things from AnyBuilds in the coming year 2024. Let's take a quick look at the outside here. Again, you can admire the beautiful mountainous terrain here over Austria. Look at that. Very nice indeed. Good to see people flying heavies. Is it heavies like this? And what better to watch Q8 doing? Oh, thank you very much, Mike Coffee, for your kind words. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Stan. Appreciate it. Look at this beautiful engine view here. Look at the terrain, guys. Look at how beautiful this is. Wow. I really am enjoying the fidelity of MSFS after increasing the resolution. And just look at this beautiful view here. Those wing views are phenomenal. Yeah. All right. We are at 30,000 feet. And we need to enter the destination information. So let's clear that. Let's go to perf. 67 miles, 67 nautical miles to top of descent. Very short flight. So we're going to go to the next phase and the next phase. And we're going to bring up our excellent Navigraph charts and go to flight. And then we're going to go to the weather. All right, we have the weather here. The weather is QNH is 1019. So that's 1019er. Brilliant. The current temperature is 9 Celsius. Right, 9 Celsius is set. And the winds are 246 knots. Not bad. 246 knots. Excellent. Transition altitude is 6,000. And we need to go back here to Echo Golf runway 26 left. And let's take a look here. All right, 26 left. 5,000, and we need to check here. Cat 3, and the decision height is 50. So there we go. And we are set. Perfect. All right, we're 60 nautical miles, so at about 30 nautical miles, we'll reset the altitude to 5,000. And we'll keep it there. Lee Gilbert, welcome aboard. Been watching, learning from your videos for a few years, but first time being able to join the live. Oh, welcome aboard. Very glad to have you here, Lee, and welcome aboard, my friend. Wait, what was wrong with your computer the other day? Oh, Chris. So I actually had a blue screen during the stream. And when I went back and started looking at the event log, I found that there was an issue with the game input. So I did a lot of research, and it turns out that this game input problem is related to an outdated driver. And it was a laborious process of going to the registry and finding what is the class ID and just making sure that, you know, I'm not deleting anything wrong. And then I fixed that issue. The system was still not very stable, so I did a little bit of research. I have a tool that tells me why, you know, it points me to what actually caused the blue screen. And it suggested, some of the things suggested that there was a memory issue. I did the mem test, everything checks okay, and it drove me nuts for a few days. And then I figured, I did a little bit more research based on the errors that I had, and finally found a solution. And that has pretty much did it for me, and it fixed the issue. Oof, look at this terrain; it looks absolutely gorgeous. You can see some snow, by the way, on the mountain tips there. Now the thing is, when I did the fix for the issue, it actually wiped out my entire MSFS installation. So I had to reinstall it, only to figure once the installation was complete, downloading 130 gigabyte of data, I realized I had installed it on the wrong drive. MSFS has an option to move your installation to another folder, but there are things by default go to the C drive, which I don't like doing. So I uninstalled it once more and reinstalled it. And on the second reinstall, it was about 157 gigs of data. That's without world update, without anything. That's just the core files of MSFS. So it was a very agonizing couple of days for me, just sorting things out. But thankfully, we were able to fix them. Excited about just FlyByWire Tomahawk coming out from Just Flight. Absolutely, absolutely. Is it me, or does the dash look much more similar to Phoenix? The dash looks more like Phoenix, huh? I don't know. I don't think so. Sims have a different approach, completely different POV where you want to go, so can compare. Yep. All right. If we look here at the data, if we go to progress page, everything here is fine. Let's go to perf 31. All right, so that's a good time for us to set the altitude to the platform altitude of 5,000 feet. I love those short flights. You know, they're just really, it's enough to showcase everything you want to show in the aircraft. And then it's not very long, where to the point where, you know, it gets boring. So that's pretty cool. I do have a lot of flights. I do have a lot of content, beg your pardon, lined up for X-Plane. One of which is I have been receiving a lot of questions on the Airfoil Lab Cessna 172 analog. So we are going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be a live stream format or a recorded video, but a lot of people also wants me to compare the Airfoil Labs 172 analog with the Reality Expansion Pack by SimCoders. And that is something I feel that can benefit a lot, especially those who do not want to invest, you know, a large amount of money in an add-on, or it depends really on what you're looking for. But I can still tell you here that I found the Reality Expansion Pack, while the simulation of there are a lot of simulation items missing from the Reality Expansion Pack, I find it to be a little more fulfilling flying the default Cessna 172 coupled with the Reality Expansion Pack than flying the Airfoil Lab Cessna 172. But that's just me. Again, this is the perspective of a flight simmer, not a real-world pilot. But based on my research, the pilot operating handbook of the 172, definitely the Reality Expansion Pack wins over the Airfoil Lab Cessna in many departments when it comes to performance data, when looking at the pilot operating handbook and some performance data. Also, what some of the things you'll notice is the accuracy of the flooding, the engine. That is, I think, simulated very, very well in the Airfoil Labs and in the Reality Expansion Pack. But when it comes to spark plugs, fouling, and things like that, then definitely the Reality Expansion Pack wins over the Airfoil Lab Cessna. Hello, Eric. Do you save your flight plans on your site? I unfortunately do not. It is available on SimBrief, and the route is available now to you via command !route. So you are able to copy the route if you like, Eric. You can do that. If that's something you like me to do, I can always put in the SimBrief flight plan on my Discord, and you guys can go there and download it. If that's something you're interested in, I can definitely do that for you. The Phoenix dash is... oh, that's what you were referring to. The dash in terms of the... Yeah, correct. The dimensions of the Phoenix is much more accurate in terms of the dimensions. Also, just bear in mind that this is an A320neo as opposed to the A320, which is a much older aircraft than the A320neo. But, yeah. But definitely with this change, they've definitely made things look a lot better in terms of the cockpit here. Let me zoom out here. You can see, again, very, very nicely done. The exterior model, I would say, needs work. So the exterior model is definitely off. And but again, it is based on Asobo's A320neo. Look at this sight. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. But overall, the aircraft, I think for the basic simmer, I think this aircraft does the job. It's got all the functions. I wish that they've had two separate MCDUs, but again, you can see that this is, you know, not very realistic, obviously. All right, top of descent, and let's go here, nav descent. Thrust is idle, and we have now begun the descent. We're going to go to LS. Let's put the constraints on. 5,000 feet is already dialed, and we have begun the descent towards Munich, ladies and gents. Here is an external view of this beautiful Austrian Airlines livery in 8K resolution.
As we have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat...
now the PC-12, I find the register ID offensive, so won't be buying. Find the register ID. I'm not sure I follow you there, Mike Coffee. What do you mean by the register ID? The PC-12. I find the register ID offensive. You could do like FD2S does not post the PDF file of the flight plan in Discord just before streaming. It's if that's easier. Oh, okay. Post the PDF. Yeah, we could do that for sure, Andy. Call sign. Oh. All right. We are down to 26 for 5,000, so 21,000 feet to clear. And looks like the conditions are much better than Vienna here in Germany. I am also planning another flight aboard the Fila 747. It's just really a beautiful aircraft and such a fun aircraft to fly. And of course, we're going to be doing the Inibuilds. And for the Inibuilds flight on Saturday, we are going to fly from Bahrain to Dubai. Because that is going to give us the chance to look at the rendition of Bahrain Airport, which is not bad. It's okay. But I do want to showcase not just the aircraft, the A300, but the scenery, Dubai scenery, which in my view is one of the best renditions of Dubai International that I have personally seen. They've done a really good job. I think the quality factor is always coupled with the work that Inibuilds does. They have a few things that I didn't like personally. Their Mitsubishi is, in my view, not worth it. It's just not a very well done aircraft. But anything aside from that, I think they've done a fairly good job. With the scenery that they produce, with the aircraft, the A300, the A310 for X-Plane and MSFS. Yeah, I will definitely do some studying of the aircraft if it's already released. I think according to Alex, it's already out. So we'll check it out. Hello there, my friend Air Kerber 001. Welcome aboard, my friend. Good evening to you. Look at this beautiful sight here as we arrive into Munich Airport. Here's the first officer perspective. All right, we're looking good. Do we have a restriction here? It looks like we do. We are at 23. Why is it doing that? Something went wrong. Thankfully, we've detected that quickly. Naps is, yeah, I think the aircraft obviously, let me extend the speed brakes. Oof, look at the descent rate there. Jeez. Yeah, obviously it wasn't descending for some reason. That's all right. If we feel we need a little bit more, then that's what we'll do. We'll just allow the aircraft to go a little bit further. But yeah, I think we are just way too high. So we can make a turn. And now it's doing some strange things here. If I go to 20 nautical miles, yeah, we definitely are, we're currently too high. So what we can do is make a turn and allow the aircraft to descend further. All right. So here's what we'll do, folks. You can see here that we're a bit too high. We're gonna allow the aircraft a bit. We need to be at 5,000, so we have about 10,000 feet to clear. Auto TCAS was on. Ah, that's why. When it said something about vertical speed. Yeah, that's the reason. Well, maybe we don't need to do the hover. Let's see. We are looking good so far. We're still a bit too high. Here's the turn, and it looks like we are okay now. I can see the green dot there. So I think we're okay. 10,000 feet. Lights coming on. And fasten seatbelt signs are on as well. We obviously want to reduce the speed. Yeah, we might just allow the aircraft to go a little further. So before making the turn, maybe we should go a little further, just to go on a heading parallel to the airport in the opposite direction, and just allow the aircraft to reduce speed a little bit. Let's see. Very nice approach. We're slightly higher than we should be. If we change this to the 10 nautical miles, I think we should be fine. No worries, Andy. Take care, my friend. Lilo Pilot, welcome aboard. Bon appetit, my friend. Flight attendant, you're back. Yep. All right, I think we are doing okay in terms of the altitude. So that's 6,900. We want to be at 5,000, so I think we should be fine. I'm going to keep the speed brakes extended for the time being. Thrust is idle. Approach phase is activated. And we're going to go to approach. And, oh, before we forget, we want to come here. And we want to come to the replay. Apply that. Resume. And then I want to bring the interface. So let's come here and say... Ah, it should be there. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Alright, so we're making the turn there. We're looking good. And speed check, flaps 1. Baro is set to 1019. Speed check, flaps 2. And let's go ahead and lower the landing gear. Landing gear coming down. Look at this beautiful sight. Wow, look at that. All right, we have the runway in sight. We are looking good. Speed check. Flaps 3. Speed check and flaps full. All right, everything here is looking good. Auto brake, medium. Speed brake is armed. Landing gear is down. Flaps are full. And we are clear to land runway 26 left. Here's the final fix for 26 left. This is the 10 nautical mile ring. Maybe we've lowered the landing gear a little bit early, but that's all right. Flight attendant in back just had a workout pushing the drink cart up the aisle. Came back just in time for landing. Welcome back, my friend. Hello, Sim Fanatic. Welcome aboard, my friend. This stream is doing great, and it just got better with your presence, my friend. All right, we are lined up now and clear to land. Runway 26 left. We are on the glide slope and the localizer. You can see that the glide slope is now active. Let's set our view for the arrival. Just look at that. Now this is a beautiful sight. All right. Right, cabin crew, seats for landing.
2,500. 2,500.
Tom Lacar, welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you for your subscription to the
2,500.
channel. Appreciate it. Hopefully we won't forget to activate the recording. Now this is a really nice looking scene here. Very, very nice. You can see some traffic around the airport. Really looking forward to meeting you again at FS Expo Symfonatic. We should be able to have a lot of fun. I'll fill you in on the details on the email that I've sent you the other day. So some interesting things coming our way in this expo. Right, a landing memo, no blues. We are clear to land, runway 26 left. Brilliant. Very nice scenery in MSFS, really. Alright, let me enable the recording now. Set our view. Let me come here, replay, record. Brilliant. We are now recording the approach. Hello, Sammy. Welcome aboard. Ah, from Bnei Delgad. Wow, you are in Kuwait, Sammy. Well, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. All right. At 1,000 feet, we'll disconnect the autopilot. Look at the lights, how beautiful the cockpit now is looking with all the lights. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Really, really cool. Right, 1,000 feet. And autopilot disengaged, my aircraft. A little bit of wind.
400. Hundred above. Minimum 50, 40, 30, 20, retard 10, 5.
Bit of a floater there. First screen, 80 knots. And welcome to Munich, ladies and gents. Bit of firm landing there. 289 FPM. Right, let's clean up. Landing lights off. Nose light to taxi. Runway turn off lights off. Strobes back to auto. And let's start the APU. We'll bring the aircraft to a complete stop and then we'll do the replay. Very nice rendition, by the way, of Munich airport. Both the sceneries today, Vienna and Munich, are available on Orbex store. Looks like there's a terminal here, so we'll just go there. There is the main terminal over there, but it's a bit far. So just in the interest of time, we'll just come over here and bring the aircraft to a complete stop and take a look at our landing. Very nice cockpit. Really good work by FlyByWire. Commendable work, really. And all of this is for free. Just remember that. It's available for you free, and I just commend the effort that they do and the dedication that they have and the commitment to the project. Just absolutely amazing. It just really amazes me. The A320 by FlyByWire is the Zebo of Microsoft Flight Sim. All right, here we go. We are... Did somebody just do gifting? Looks like it. I'm not sure who did. Was it Symphanatic? It is indeed Symphanatic gifting 5 Q8 pilot memberships. Thank you so much, Symphanatic, for that. You are just a great person. Thank you for your support, sir. I really appreciate it. All right. So before we shut down the engines, let's go ahead and stop the recording. So we're going to stop it here. And then we're going to click play. We're going to move the aircraft right about here. We're going to say camera track recording. We're going to remove this. And let's check it out, guys. Yeah, look at that. Just absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. This time of day makes the sky look, it just looks so realistic. Just lovely. Thank you very much. Guys, if you have received a gifted membership from Symphanatic, please be sure to say thank you. And thank you very much, sir, for your support. I appreciate it. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back here. We're going to say stop this one. Stop that. And if we click here again and bring the aircraft, let's see, right before, there we go. All right. So now we'll click here. Not entirely on the center line there. Yeah, we just kind of dropped out of the sky. No flare, but not bad. Overall, not bad. Yeah. Let's see. Well, folks, this is pretty much what I wanted to share with you today. I hope that you've enjoyed the flight. Ali Noor, hello, my friend. Hi there. What are the best sensitivity settings for joystick? I don't know. It depends on your flight gear. Depends on what you're using for your flight sim gear. But yeah, definitely depends on what you're using. Well, folks, this pretty much brings us to the conclusion of our short stream today. And I hope that you've enjoyed the look at FlyByWire's A320 new cockpit. Overall, excuse me, overall, I think it's a very good add-on. For being freeware, I think it really ticks all the boxes. It's got an electronic flight back. It's got some really nice sounds. Very nice texturing. It flies okay. There are a few things probably that needs adjustment in the flight model, but overall I think it's a very, very good freeware add-on, and I commend the guys over at FlyByWire for their tremendous efforts and commitment to the project. I want to thank you, all of you, for being with me here this evening, and it's been a lot of fun. I hope that you've enjoyed the stream as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you. Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate the occasion. Happy New Year to all of you, and happy holidays. I hope that you will have a blast as we move into the new year with the best of health for you, your loved ones, and your families. For me, Q8 Pilot, and until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.